teenagers a lot of the time get bored really easily. And a lot of time we go on our phones or we watch TV or we go on the computer or something. But I think we should have a more sustainable, fun time by going outside and having fun the old-fashioned way. That was a big one. Oh geez, I'm quite chilly today.
Hey kid, what do you think you're doing there? There's plenty of good windows over there that are way more sustainable.
You know, you're totally right. Alright, now we're gonna walk.
Oh gee, I'm so thirsty. But wait, Faith, don't grab the plastic cup. There you go, grab a nice reusable cup. This way, you're not wasting plastic when you're drinking your water. Look at that, so happy. Whoa, what are you doing with all that water, dude?
Oh, I feel so bad.
Well, no, that's not sustainable. We should shut that off while you brush your teeth.
Hey guys, so next what I'm going to talk to you guys about is how to have a more sustainable bedroom. So this little snippet of the video is going to be focusing a lot on really all different ways that you can have a very reducible, reusable, and recyclable kind of room. And everything in here is cute. So be ready.
This, as you can see here, this is just a table. I bought this table at Savers for $6. And, you know, it was a little gross. It had some stains on it. So I took the liberty and painted these beautiful waves on it, and now I have a very stylish table. And like the fact that I didn't go out and buy a brand new table, just thrift stores in general are very good for living a sustainable life. Next up, if you check a look over here, you see that this shelf is, or this box thing is very elevated compared to the couch. And why is that? Well, I didn't really have the money to go out and buy a couple of shelves for my room, so I used a couple of old Amazon boxes, and they work beautiful as shelves. And that is another sustainable way to live a sustainable life.
Another thing that is really good for having a nice sustainable bedroom is kind of simple, kind of sweet, and honestly I feel like I'm breathing a lot fresh in my room because I have some plants. And so what I used to water my plants is I actually used a couple of old Nantucket nectars, you know, word juice guys, and I put a cute little design on them, waves of course, what else, and that's what I used to water my plants. And that is just another great example of reducing, reusing, and recycling. Another thing that you can do, one of the obvious things, is when you're cleaning out your room, instead of just throwing away everything, you can maybe look to give it away if it's like clothes or something. And another thing that you can do is kind of sort out like recyclables and stuff.
Hey Mike, what's that?
I'm bringing it down to the recycling.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, next we're going to talk about sustainability in the kitchen. So a lot of people really like coffee, am I right? Of course I'm right. But a lot of people also know that Keurigs, also known as the device used for K-cups, aren't really that good for the environment. However, welcome to the new age, where we have this bad boy, and you open it up and you just put your coffee in and it just blends it right up. So if you like want to go out and you buy your own brew that like would come in a K-cup form, instead of buying it in the K-cup form, you just buy it in the bag form, example like this. And then you just, I'll give it a demonstration here. You just put it in here and then close the little lid and you just pop it right in like it's a K-cup. And that is just one of the many ways you can stay sustainable in the kitchen. The next tip for staying sustainable in the kitchen is gonna be a little cooking segment.
So as you can see, we have like kind of a small pot, pretty small I'd say. And say you wanna use this pot to make some ramen noodles, and you put it on this burner. Well, why wouldn't that be a good idea? Here's why. Because there's so much space around it, and that's just wasted heat energy. So what you could do is you could put it on the back burner or on this back burner, because as you can see it's smaller and it fits around, there's no really trace. So that's conserving heat.
Next up is going to be dishes. So if I just open up my cabinet, one thing that I'm kind of ashamed of, you'll find here is this stack of paper plates. This is not good. Yes, it's nice to avoid doing the dishes, but this is not good for the environment. I tell my family every single day I never use these. I never use them. So one thing that's like a lot better is, example just here, this plate. It's a Christmas plate. This is better because, you know, obvious reasons, it's reusable. Same goes for like paper towels. It's good to use a paper towel every now and then, like, but if you can, try to like, I have one just right here where I just have this little like rag. So if I'm cooking or something and my hands get wet, I just dry them off. You can always wash it, so it's not that gross. Next up, we're gonna talk about how to stay sustainable with your pets. So when it comes to feeding your pet, you wanna stay away from food that is pre-packaged, like this food. You wanna use something that's, you know, comes in it almost is like coffee, where it comes in a big bag and it's just there already. So yeah, you want to stay away from the pre-packaged food for your pet. Next up, one thing that I've been doing with my pet to stay a little more sustainable with him is I actually went to Petco. They have them at Petco, PetSmart, and a couple other, like, you know, local dog places. There's one on Bearskin Neck in Rockport, where you can buy actually compostable doggy bags. They can come with cute little designs. I have a couple just like plain gray ones too. I'll show you those. These ones, I like the ones with the designs just because they're prettier. So yeah, so this is good if you have a compost. I don't, but if you were to have one, we all know that waste is very like good nutrients for the compost. So that is why you would use that in that, and so you wouldn't have to empty the bag. You could just leave it in the bag to, you know, maybe so that it wouldn't smell quite as bad. It's still probably gonna smell bad. And that has been Sustainability 101 in the household with Faith Shatford.